also feel irritable.
How come? What's on your mind?
You.
Oh,
You're irritating.
love honesty. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's the side effects of giving very much X videos, and I wasn't.
Why
happy.
are you thinking that? Jeez.
I wasn't happy with that.
You're very yeah.
I'm very what?
You're very there.
What does that mean?
Ripe.
Huh?
Vutiwe.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I think I'm gonna take that. I don't know how to take that. To be honest with you.
I love that.
Okay. What else?
Yeah.
You are listening to Conversations Without Context.
Today.
Yeah, there's a truck I feel like on the road, and I just hope and pray you guys can't hear it.
It's a very sexy vibration, though.
Otherwise, we are mid 20 somethings. You know what I mean? Doing what we do. And you know what I'm saying? Tell your friends and family about us, share it. You know what I'm saying? We can be weird, we can be awkward at times, but you know, we still just gonna have conversations. You feel me?
No.
Essentially, we're just having conversations with the mic on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be weird. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Hit the bell if you're on YouTube.
This episode is sponsored by KFC chicken wings. Not really, but we would love to.
Shout out to y'all.
I think my nigga over here is gonna make a bad financial decision and buy some.
Don't know what I'm gonna eat tomorrow, but today I'm having that.
As you fucking should.
Woo!
I'm also thinking about it, but then I'm like, yesterday I bought those chickens.
Oh, but you.
I've been spending money.
Oh man.
And then F&B decided to take its bank charges.
Oh no.
Because I checked my bands. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to all my money? And I realized.
Only to realize.
Shit! They took the charges today.
You know what's heartbreaking is when you're already broke and then Apple Music comes through. I feel like they come at the most unopportune time.
Bruh.
Ever.
Are you using a student account?
I wasn't yet. I hadn't changed it yet.
Change it.
Yo, I was so pissed. It was mine comes on a weird date. It's on the 9th of March.
Me too. Mine's also on the 9th.
9th.
It's whatever day you signed up on.
Yeah, but I wish I could change it.
Yeah, because you'd be forgetting and then all of a sudden, boop, boop. Apple Music.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because when I had Spotify, I strategically waited for the 26th. I was like, let me do it end of month. Nice. Because usually that last week is where I have money.
Why did you go back to Apple?
Because I hate Spotify. It's so bad. I personally, it looks bad. It feels bad. It is bad.
Oh?
It's just interacting with it is not fun. It's weird. Like, you know, on Apple Music, how it's separated with artists, songs, don. On Spotify, it puts them all in one, and then you still have to sort it.
Wait, sorry, say that again.
So on Apple Music, it puts albums, songs, playlists separately. Right?
Oh yes, by on a person's profile.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But on Spotify, when you press music or whatever the thing is, it puts everything together.
Oh.
So all the all the singles, all the albums, all the artists are in one thing.
Oof.
You still have to separate it. I don't like that. I want least effort. Yeah.
I don't know, but I keep hearing that Spotify is more user friendly than Apple. That's weird. Or
I
they
mean,
just have a better algorithm.
They have a better algorithm. That for sure. Oh, listen, their playlists were spot on.
Oh, okay.
Spot on. But,
Interesting. And in Mali, to buy a good system, like a good Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi, hi-fi, whatever.
Oh, you want a subwoofer.
The whole surround sound. I actually low-key want to get Tidal because apparently they're the best quality.
I mean, you could do their trial.
Yeah, but now it's like I have earphones that are like 100 rand.
No, man.
The quality's not there.
Come on now.
It's not gonna come through the way I want it to come through.
Do you want earphones or headphones?
Honestly, both.
Both.
And I want a Bluetooth speaker.
Mm-hmm.
And I want.
You of all people I thought would have a speaker.
You think, eh? I honestly,
If I had 2 speakers before you. Damn, sorry. I didn't mean like that.
No, I know what you mean. I'm just thinking psychologically there's something going on with me.
Okay.
What's it?
Would you like to expand?
No.
Okay. Just leave it at that statement.
No, I don't buy a lot of the things that I should buy.
Such as?
A Bluetooth speaker.
What else? What are the other things you feel like you should be getting but aren't?
That's just that. Couple other things shall not be named.
Ooh.
But I feel like I get by on bare minimum, and I feel like while I'm still earning bare minimum, I'm not going to
go all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know if that's going to change once I don't make bare minimum anymore.
Ooh, I hope it does.
So time will tell. But yeah, guys, Sila, Sakona. Says Vigile.
That was such an iconic show.
A show? Says Vigile.
City Sisla.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I know. I realize
I'm singing
that.
Adila.
I hear you.
And you're desecrating.
Whatever.
Adila is iconic.
So? Who was Adila? I'm kidding. I'm joking. Your face. Please put that ball down, because...
Why, it's scaring you?
Yep.
I thought I was throwing
I think the 1,000-yard stare and you doing that is a bit...
All you think I'm going to do is just throw the ball in your face.
I don't know. Maybe
For those you can't tell, I'm playing with a cricket ball.
Play with the ball. Balls!
Cricket ball.
Balls!
Cricket ball.
Ball player.
Makes sense.
So...
I think I want to go for a walk after this. You want to go for a walk?
Where?
I don't know. Walk around here. I don't know. Anyways.
As long as I get my wings at some point. Sure. How about we go to Sea Point?
Fine.
If you don't feel like it, it's okay.
No, we can. Darling is the delay.
Oh wow, that's scary. No, wait, let me do it.
Okay, sorry.
Please don't look. You're making me shy.
Oh, homegirl over here is playing Candy Crush, and I'm just feeling like,
No,
as the more experienced, I would call myself the Serena of Candy Crush.
Leave me be.
Amongst-
if I fail. It's fine.
Amongst my brethren, you know what I mean?
You're the only person besides me who's playing.
Oh, producer's playing.
Uh-huh. Shout out.
But she also gets frustrated like you. So like one of you has to be Naomi and the other one is Coco. I'm not sure who, but I'm definitely Serena. I know that. Elizabeth, I'm 5,700 and some.
I mean, but I also definitely took a couple of years break.
Me too.
You've been playing.
I took a break.
For how long?
Oh, most of the thing between 19. No, I'm lying. Okay, for you. Last year and this year, I actually don't play as much as I should.
As you should. What do you mean?
Because I should like practice my dexterity.
Wow. Okay.
And my speed and my thinking and my agility. I don't play as much as I should.
I don't think Candy Crush is the game for that.
It is, because it's pattern recognition.
Wow.
It's algebra. No, it's not algebra.
Nope. Far from.
It's just pattern recognition. That's really important to put two and two together.
Other games that could.
Chess. It's almost like chess, really.
Candy Crush and chess.
Yeah.
Candy Crush and chess.
Chess is a little more higher grade, but really you gotta think 7 moves ahead in order to finish this thing. And you gotta know, okay, if the algorithm does this, okay, cool, what if they read, and then you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen.
No, I don't.
No,
actually,
fuck off.
Actually, I really do not.
Fuck off. Says the person who was stuck on one thing for a month.
That's because they actually had to change the level because it was poorly designed.
Why do they keep
It was impossible to win.
I won it, clearly.
Because they hadn't changed it back then.
Excuses.
Wow, okay.
Anyways, Gab, what else?
Yeah, and the bro.
So, we were talking about, in the vein of the last 2-3 weeks, we've been talking about self-care, inner care.
Care.
What?
Tender care.
Alright.
Love and care.
Teddy Pendergrass, you?
No.
Because you started basing and you started talking about tender love and care.
You're on titties.
No.
I am just on love.
What? Teddy Pendergrass, not titties.
I said tender care.
Yes, then I said Teddy Pendergrass, and then you decided to talk about titties.
No, I thought you said titty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just ruined it because I was
Your teddy sounds like titty.
Okay.
That's why.
So we're gonna talk about. Well, you're gonna talk. Actually,
I'm annoying. Sorry.
No, you're gonna talk about feelings, really, because you're gonna talk about things that is therapy worth it for you?
To a degree. I feel like I haven't found a therapist that really gets it for me. Because it's either they're pushing religion, which is not a problem, but I'm not religious. Or they're like, nah, just stop thinking about it, which doesn't work. So I feel like of the therapists that I've been to, they don't know how to handle me.
But they don't sound like competent psychologists anyway.
No, they, except for one. I mean,
how many?
The last one was the first one. I've been to 4. All short term because either the waiting list is bizarrely long, or I couldn't afford to go to them anymore, or they just weren't working out for me. So, yeah. Well, the first one was a student counselor. She was fresh out of school, had to do training, and then I was part of the training. What about you?
Why do I feel like our therapists aren't that good?
Maybe it's their method. I don't know. How was your experience?
I've never been to a therapist.
What?
No, I've never been to one.
What?
Yeah. This is about you. I told you this. I said,
what? This whole time I thought you'd been at least to one at school. I know that the waiting list was ridiculously long, but I thought eventually you went.
At uni?
Yeah.
No.
This makes so much sense. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
If I were you, I would have let that joke sit a little longer.
Nah, I care about your feelings sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Because I'm thinking, like, I don't know if it's even contributed to making things better for you, or if this is something that because you're just well read you stay looking for answers.
You think I'm well read?
Yeah, relatively.
Aww, you said it the first time, so you must have meant it. Thank you.
No,
I'm gonna keep
relative to the average South African about mental health, and you also technically are well read in the sense that you study psychology, so
yeah.
So better than the average person, you know it inside. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I don't know. Has it? How do I say it? I don't know. The responses are very weird for me. Have you not sat there and be like, that's not the right response?
Actually, I've been to 5. Yes, because it reminded me of this other one, the one I went to before this one, where it was our first and only session, and I was coming from an angle where I felt like I couldn't manage my time because I'm studying and working. And with work, I kind of can choose my hours. There's no set time for me to work or how many hours I have to work. And also, I do have to work because I have to pay for rent and all the other lovely living expenses. So I'm going on about, I'm so worried about money. I'm so worried about time and all these things. I'm constantly doing this. And it ended up being about her and how our lives are so similar. And that she did A, B, and C, and It was more like 80% of her talking, and me just like mm. Then she still said, "Oh, if you ever feel like talking again, I had so much fun, and we should talk again." I'm like, babe,
you mean you had fun? You were talking, babe.
babe.
So, but I don't know how many. I think it's just a matter of finding one that's actually decent.
Maybe.
That's hard for you to go through 5 and you're like, not yet.
And the wild thing is having to wait as well. I think with my third one, that was when I started going to public health. And her list was 3 months long. So they asked me, do you want to still take it? I was like, what if I really need it in 3 months? I mean, I really needed it then. And I took it. And then at the time, I didn't need her because I was okay. So I was just kind of like struggling during the whole thing. And she didn't really help me. And at the time, it was during my undergrad. And she's like, oh, yeah, we definitely need more Black psychologists. I'm like, baby, you know that I don't want to continue with this though, right? So it wasn't helpful. I don't know. I just haven't found somebody who works for me, which is annoying. And I feel like the only way I will truly be able to find somebody is if I start putting in the real money.
But also, I'm just thinking in terms of people that were in a much, not to do the struggle Olympics, but who were in a much dire situation where it was really life or death. You know what I mean? And they're like, 3 months, dog, I could be dead within the next week.
That's
you
what
know
I
what I'm
thought.
saying? And also, like, just those answers don't seem very comforting. They seem, you know, one of my biggest pet peeves in life is dismissiveness. Like, I hate it. I hate when people just answer dismissively, or you know, one of the phrases I hate the most. I don't know, maybe I'm just triggered. When someone says, "Oh yeah, welcome to the real world."
Hey, bruh.
Or "Oh yeah, no, welcome to my life." I'm like, okay.
or welcome to 26, or welcome to 25, whatever age you're turning.
Yeah, welcome to the working world. I'm like, I never said that this was surprising to me. I just said it sucked.
I mean, look, those jokes do work sometimes. Like, for example, I remember I made that specific joke, like, welcome to 25, when someone was complaining about their back being sore in their 20s.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I get you.
This is why I hate, like, I don't hate, but I really don't like venting about my work to somebody who doesn't understand it. Like with someone who's never been in the action, because it's very hard to explain to the outside person, like, yeah, everybody has challenges. And like, I'm not going to go to your work and be like, that's not a real challenge. That's why, like, I would rather vent, just like, no offense to you or anyone.
Alright, all offense done, do it.
And it's like, it's easier to like really sit and just vent or complain or whatever you want to call it, really, to somebody who's either in it currently or just past it. Even then, actually, I don't like venting to people who are past it, really, because everybody believes that their problems are bigger.
In what way?
In the sense of like, yeah, you think this sucks now, imagine next year.
Oh.
Very much so, like a thing of like, very much so a thing of, yeah, it sucks now, but it's gonna suck more next year. And I'm like, yeah, but last year you were also complaining the way I'm complaining, so can you just let me complain?
Yeah.
Instead of always trying to minimize, like, people that always feel like, yeah, but your struggle is the only valid struggle.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? That's I don't even know how we got here. How did we get here? No, I want to.
Well, firstly, there was an atom that
Okay, Big Bang Theory. Love that for
Oh
you.
man, I'm listening. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know how we got to this topic, so I'm very confused as to how.
Let's keep going.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
I really don't know how I got to this topic. I'm very confused.
Speaking about keep swimming, a friend of mine went to therapy and her therapist asked her what keeps her going, and she sings that song in her head, and the therapist didn't get it. She thought she was just being weird. Clearly never watched Finding Nemo, the cultural iconic film.
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
How old was the doctor?
I think probably like 5 years older than us or so.
Okay, so you should have seen it.
So I mean,
you should have
or
seen
at least
it.
know the scene.
Nah, you
Come
know,
on.
if there was somebody like in their mid to late 40s, they would have already been an adult when Nemo came out.
For sure.
So like, I get it. But if you're like 5 years older than us, my nigga, you was like 12 or some shit.
I mean, even my sister knows that. That.
Yeah, but your sister isn't that old.
She's like almost 5 years older than me.
Almost, exactly. But I'm saying 5 years, she's still technically in her 30s. Well, in her 20s. She's 30 now.
She's 30 today.
Today?
Well, right now.
Oh, I was
Today included.
I was about to say, how many fucking birthdays does she have?
Hundreds.
Yes.
Hundreds. My grandmother used to, every 26th, used to buy her birthday cake. When they were, yeah.
Of every month?
Yep. My grandmother raised my sister until she was about 6, I think.
Where was everybody else?
My mom was working at the time.
Oh, okay.
Dad was working. No, was he working or studying? No, he was working.
Hmm.
No, he was studying. He was studying and working elsewhere. And then I came and changed everything.
My whole life has changed. It's not a really nice feeling to know that you were the reason that everything changed in your family.
No, it's not.
It's not a nice reason.
Because I'm low-key... Oh, that's going to get... Okay, never mind. I'll tell you later. Because I'm the reason of something happening. But I'll tell you later.
And now I so need to know.
It kind of makes me feel weird because things are awkward now. But anyway...
It was awkward with who?
Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later. I will tell you later. Just remind me.
In the event that somebody finds this recording, we did not say anything damaging.
That was a pre-recorded thing, part of a joke, a skit.
If you will.
If you took it personally, that's your own thing.
Any coincidental
it's not the fault of the producer nor the people participating in this podcast. The views are not of our own.
Alrighty. Now that we got that one out the way.
Woo! I'm out. Anyway.
Scary.
Oh, wow, listen.
I don't even know how we got... Again, I don't know how we got here.
It doesn't matter. Stop asking questions. Just let life flow.
Because I'm just thinking, man... you know how I got you. Bad,
no, I don't.
Bad advice and bad jokes.
Oh, yes. Yes, you were saying.
Because I'm just thinking, like, how discouraging is that? If, like, you are somebody who was able to move past that and still move on to try and find answers. If that was somebody's last hope, or somebody who was like not strong enough to keep going, I don't know if strong enough is the word, but the
can't think of a better one.
Yeah, you know what I mean, guys. You know what the fuck I mean. Yes, yes.
Okay,
no, because I know they'll try. Anyways. I
should change that to my love.
No, please. God, no. Please.
Remember, we had in high school, one of the girls tried to change her laugh every couple of months. It was so weird. Remember who it was?
I can't remember who it was.
They were in my class.
You had all the weird people in your class, though.
Definitely.
So there's that.
Definitely. I feel like all the same people were in like the other classes. Us. Wait, didn't you have a class that made a teacher cry?
No, that was the other class.
Oh, okay.
That was the other class. We were close. She definitely walked out.
Oh no, the same one?
Yeah.
Oh.
And walked out and got the principal or the vice principal, one of the two, or both.
Damn.
Or both.
Love the power.
It wasn't me though. I would never be a terrorist like that.
No, you were.
It's funny because like one of the people that were terrorists in our class definitely became a teacher at the same school. So I'm just like,
oh damn! Is he still there?
I feel like he's still there.
Why would you go there? Of all places. Of all places.
You know, but the salary's good.
I say hope so.
And plus, you know, he probably got in because he's a past pupil. And it's just such a weird thing.
But the principal now liked him, so...
Did he? Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I think that's also another...
How'd you know that?
Additional factor. Because I would see them like chatting just randomly.
Oh, okay. Well, then...
I feel like your bed's about to fall over.
No, it is.
We're sitting on your plate and it's kind of like on the edge of glory.
Can I tell you? So my bed, I'd flipped it upside down, like the top mattress, because I'd spent the whole year on the one side.
Yes.
And I realized, no, let me flip it so that it ages evenly.
Yes.
So when I flipped it at the beginning of the year, I realized that it stays leaning. Like every time you lie on it, it leans. Like it doesn't stay straight, like up. So now, okay, not like this because we're obviously sitting on the edge.
Yes.
But like you'll find that it'll move, and then you have to keep just like.
That's terrifying.
It's very terrifying, but at the same time, I'm like, I low key need to keep it like that.
Keep
like,
your adrenaline going.
No, because I'm trying to make sure my mattress ages nicely. I didn't want it to sag in the middle of the one side.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because my back cannot handle that. So I needed to preserve my back. Honestly, that is the honest truth as to why it is the way it is. But yeah, any key things that you've learned from therapy that you think like, okay, it'd be really good for people to know these things?
Talking helps. That's like the most basic thing that I learned. Just saying, okay, if the person knows not to give you advice when you're not asking for it, oh, it actually works. It's lovely. It's just vomit everything out.
Why do you always have to ruin it with this visual? Why do you gotta do that?
It's my brand. What do you mean?
Oh, that's a terrible brand. That is a terrible brand.
But yeah, just being able to say everything that you want to say is very freeing. Even if, you know, things won't change or you don't know how to solve something or you can't solve something, even knowing that you can't solve it or hearing that you can't solve it can be freeing in a way. Because it takes away the pressure of being this master puzzle player. Yeah, and also for me it's a bit weird because I did study psychology. I know why they're saying certain things or why they're sitting in a certain way. It's very weird. Don't look it up. It'll ruin therapy for you. But it's nice.
That's what I was wondering. Like, can you go to therapy the same way? And
no.
So, like, is it even worth it for you? Because you're always going to be sitting there analyzing, oh, that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. And at the end of the day, you're not really focusing on what you should be focusing on.
I mean, there are sometimes... Okay, let me say, before I knew about it, therapy was very nice. But now, if, for example, I'm feeling very anxious during therapy, I notice all these things. And I'm keeping count that, oh, I should talk now. Oh, this is why they're doing this. Oh, I should say this. Yeah.
So you play the game.
It's weird. Would you ever go to therapy?
I feel like I would. You know what for me it is? It's not even so much therapy. It's the talking thing. It's the thing of like. I don't know if it's because I've felt very dismissed before in the past, but I always feel like after a while when I think back on something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I sounded so stupid saying that, or like, wow, I really was worried about all of that. Where it's very much a regret thing, or it's like a thing like, oh, I can't believe I saw a therapist about that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And then especially when something is I don't want to say solved, but like when the storm is over for that particular thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's very difficult. Also, I think I've been very well conditioned to believe that whatever I go through is not as bad as whatever other people are going through.
Okay.
Which makes me feel like I can't believe I was complaining about that.
I see your thought process now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very weird. I need to get out of that, but it's hard.
It is. It really is, especially if you don't come from a space where you were taught that talking is okay, I suppose, or you weren't really spoken to about things that concerned you or that affected you. So I get that. You know what my main worry is every time I go to therapy? Is that they won't believe me. Is that they genuinely are going to think that I'm making shit up. And yeah, that terrifies me.
About what, like your thoughts, your feelings?
Yeah, even just the whole like depression thing. Like every time I go to a new therapist and I have to tell them my diagnosis, I'm like, oh shit, she's going to say it's not that. Or it's not that bad. Or I don't have it. I know I do.
I feel the same. I mean, I remember, for me, it wasn't even a therapist. It was just somebody I was talking to. It's in high school, and then they were just sort of like, I mean, they were going through a different type of situation. It was also depression, but their situation, again, like I said, you know, that thing of comparing struggles.
Yeah.
It felt like, oh, theirs was more valid than mine.
Yeah.
And then being like, oh no, that's just teenage stuff.
Sorry.
No, they said, and they were also teenagers, so it's not like...
Okay.
It's weird.
Okay, I thought they were an older person.
No, they were also teenager, but they were like, no, that's just teenage stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. But that always in my mind, it plays in the back of my head of like, oh, okay, what if I'm just making up these feelings? Okay? Or what if I'm just overplaying it?
Yeah.
Because that person was going through real shit. And mine was just emotionally... theirs was like situational based, right? Which then played into the emotional base. But mine was just pure mental, emotional based.
Yeah.
With no real like, well, there were triggers, yes, but like not traumatic as that. Traumatic in a different sense.
Okay.
I don't know, childhood traumatic. And this was like, X thing happened. Now I'm fucked up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I think though, I don't know, it's a tricky. I think the only thing that helped me recontextualize how I think about trauma and the whole comparing of trauma is
also social media, fuck them. You know,
yeah. My baby cousin, who of course is going to be going through millions of things because she's growing up, and things are going to be so traumatic at her level that for me it's like, what the fuck? It's just a frog, you know? But to her, it's the scariest, hugest, weirdest thing she's ever seen. It's the first time she's seeing it. She has no context, no relevance, nothing. So it's like, because you've never experienced something, or because, you know, we're seeing it at different points in our lives, or going through it differently, it's going to affect us differently. And I was like, okay, so this is maybe how my feelings work too. I will go through something that someone will think is like, okay, what the fuck, bro?
And even if you're at the same place in your lives and you both go through a traumatic thing, you're still not all gonna react the same way.
Absolutely.
So it's like that's important. You know that when you were talking about your cousin, that actually makes things make more sense.
Shout out to the babe. We turned 3 this month. Let's go.
Period.
Yes.
Period. That's also one of the other things that I don't like, which I think plays into dismissiveness, where it's like a thing of people minimalizing your struggle because you're at a specific level.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like for me, like last year, my nephew started exams for the first time.
Oh, it was so cute.
Right?
Yeah.
But I would never tell him that he shouldn't be stressed about it. Yeah. Because at 10, that is all you know. Like, that's some stressful shit. That is the hardest thing you've dealt with at that point in time in your life. And that is a real stress. Now, in your mind, you're like, yeah, you go to work, you're dealing with deadlines and crazy people in your office.
Your boss is shouting at you, all that stuff.
Yes, that is a stress. But you're at a different point in your life.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to be like, yeah, but That's not a real thing. That's nothing.
Yeah, and for him, it's like it's his first time. Even if it wasn't his first time, it's still stressful.
It isn't. It's going to be stressful for him until matric.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be stressful for him and when he goes to uni. It's going to be stressful.
Listen, if he has to do boards for whatever he's doing.
I pray to God he doesn't.
That traumatic?
Yes.
Okay.
For me, like that's also what I've also experienced, which has made me feel like, listen, sis, nobody cares. Just get the job done. Because everybody's dealing with their own stress. So that's why I say if I vent, I only vent to people that I know for a fact will know what I'm going through at this point in time. Because going to people who are at a higher level doesn't make sense to me, because they're all gonna give the advice. Oh, it's gonna blow over. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay, but in the Momo,
it's not.
I want to vent.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to minimalize. Yeah. Basically, I just have had a lot of that in the last couple of years, which has made me feel very unimportant. And I think it's also made me go too hard in the paint, really, because I'm like, nobody cares, get the job done.
So you end up ignoring or trying to ignore whatever it is you're going through.
Yeah, and you're like, dude, just do the work. You know what I mean? Because you're just there like, nobody cares. And they might care, and maybe they've just been saying things wrong and they don't even realize.
Yeah.
But I don't have time to discern that.
Yeah.
I don't have time to discern all of that. So that is probably one of my biggest gripes. But you can't really say that without sounding like woe is me, because at the end of the day they're gonna be like, yeah, but we didn't complain, we got through it. So you being vocal about it is gives very much woe is me, take pity, and you know what I mean.
I hear you.
It's toxic. It's bad.
Yeah,
it's bad. But I mean, what the fuck you want me to do?
I get you. I think I hear what you're saying. I think also maybe one other thing that annoys me about opening up is, did I say this? Getting advice when you're not asking for it.
You touched on it.
Yeah,
but
that grates my tits in the most graphic way you can think of.
Yeah, I do know that is something that I've become. I noticed, like, not now. Well, I've admitted it like in the last week, but I noticed that I've grown into having the personality of a fixer.
Oh, okay.
I've grown into it, especially now that I have money to fix things.
And
no, like small things, not big things.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Like if it's like if you need, like, someone needs 200 rand and they freaking out about 200 rand, I'm like, fuck it, I can skim on the groceries for the week.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. Here's 200 rand.
Aww.
And then I realize it's not. It's mostly with my sister, really. I just don't know. I like fixing things for people I want to fix things for. Does that make sense?
I get you, and I've seen it.
So, with who?
With you. It's something that you do.
No, but with who?
Your family.
Oh, okay. Where did I do that?
Just multiple different ways.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll tell you after.
Okay, I'm interested.
I don't want your business.
I'm interested.
I mean, unless you want your business on here.
No. But yeah, I do like to fix things for people that I can, if I can. I think it's also because it's just like a thing of like, yo, I'm tired of struggling all the time.
Yeah.
Especially financial stuff. Yo, bruh. Absolutely not. We can't still be doing this. So it's taught now. I've had to become very intentional in the sense of like, okay, and then just move on.
Yeah.
Even though I'm like, I want to, but then I'm like, no, just listen to the vent and then move on. But honestly, it's easier for people that I'm like, I'm not in a position to financially help you. I'll just listen. At some point, I don't know what to say anymore, and I'm like, this is awkward.
That's the thing. I was about to ask you, what do you say when someone comes to you and be like, Yeah. Well, I come to you all the time.
I just ask people to, I just ask leading questions that will help you vent.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What happened?
Who's it?
Anything trigger that, and then you just go on a tangent, and then I don't know what to ask after that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I change the subject or something shit like that. I don't know. I've had to be more intentional though, because I personally am in the business of solving problems. So, and also it just sucks because also like money can solve like 99% of my problems.
That's the annoying part.
And for me, it's like, I honestly, the only reason why I want money is like, I understand money is not going to solve everything.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with that. But I only want the problems that money is not involved in.
Rather be depressed than rich, you know?
No, the types of problems I want to have are the ones where I require a therapist.
Oh, I wouldn't wish that, but I get what you mean.
No, but I mean, like, why would I have both? See, like, we both have both.
Okay.
Well, let me eliminate the one I can eliminate.
Okay.
And the only one, because I can't not have problems. Like, it's human.
True. It just comes with the territory.
The ones, I'm gonna need ones where I have to apply myself emotionally and mentally.
Okay.
Not the ones where I can just, yeah. Fixed. There's, you know what I mean? There's so many much more worth it things to stress about in life, I think. I don't know how.
Let's not drop the phone. Don't need more money problems.
I don't know how successful I'm gonna be at it. But yeah, no, man. Otherwise, therapy. So basically, your bottom line is keep shopping.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying don't go to therapy. I think it's a very valuable resource. It may not work for everybody, but also be mindful that it might take some time to find the person that gels with you. Even with medication, if you consider medication, it might take some time to get the medication that works for you specifically. I've been on 4 different medications, ended up not working. I still want to try again, but it's just a lot of patience with mental health stuff.
Patience is key, and knowing that you are worth it. Otherwise, kids, we'll see you next week. We'll talk about something more fun, more fulfilling.
Maybe it's going to be depression again.
Oh, we didn't even pick a song, my dog.
Oh, my song.
You need a song.
Oh, I have a song. So I've been re-listening to Seb Deliza's Shabrang.
Sorry, what?
I really enjoy
Jeez.
her song.
At some point I was like, you're not speaking English at this point. I don't know what language that is.
I really enjoy her song, Oh My God. Love it. Shout out to her. It came out in 2020. Long live electronic music.
You know who I'm actually gonna shout out on the lowest of keys?
Paramore?
Adele.
Oh, I was like, wait, who's Adele?
Adele, My Little Love. I think that's a really good song.
Why don't I know it? From the new album? Oh, that's why I don't know it. Okay.
It's actually a really good album.
Nice. I need to re-listen to it. I think I listened to it when it came out, then never again. But I want to give it another try.
So yeah, see you motherfuckers next week.
Bye.
No, it's been a long episode.
Oh damn. Okay, this bed is worrying. Can you please like push it back? I don't want to fall.
We'll fix it.